All right, so let's now do the build heap part of this algorithm. So as we have seen, we have already seen this. So if it's not clear, just go back to the lectures and see how build heap works. Okay. So basically we insert a vertex at the appropriate value with the corresponding value from the array. And then we simply keep looking at the parent, parent, parent and keep sorting along that path up to the root. Is that right? The only difference here is all the vertices are already present, but they are all empty. We'll simply be adding the values and doing this heap property. Okay, we'll add a value to the new vertex and then look at its parent parent and keep flipping whenever we have the inequality reversed. Is that okay? So build heap. So we have a tree ready. Okay, that is the input tree T is ready and the input array A is also ready for us. Is that okay? So now what do we do? So here's the thing. We now know where the new value will go, right? So A of I will always go to T of I dot key. T of I dot key. Okay. So that is the first thing to do. So before we go to build heap, let me just write down a small side algorithm for swapping 2 points. Okay. So I'll write it below. So let's call this tree swap. T. What does this do? Nothing. It takes the tree T and it swaps the key values at the vertices index U and V. Okay. So start, stop, and it does nothing. So variable temp or a temporary variable value is equal to T of U dot key. Okay. And then T of U dot key, we replace it with T of V dot key. And then T of V dot key, we replace it with value. Okay, so the values T of U and T of V dot keys have been exchanged. That's all. That's all about tree swap, and we will actually use tree swap in the above build heap property. Is that okay? So how do we do this? So now we run across all the vertices. So for I equal to 1 to n. Well, not n is not a parameter here, so a dot length. We know that t and a will have the same length. Okay, a dot length is equal to t dot length. So for I equal to 1 to a dot length, the first thing we do is ti dot key is equal to a of I. Right? That was the first thing we did. We entered that value. Okay. We entered that value. And now as long as there is a parent, we have to compare. Okay. So that is what we do here. So while it has a parent, t of I dot parent equal to empty. Sorry, not equal to empty. Not equal to empty. So we can write it with space so that it's clear. Whenever or as long as t of I dot parent is equal to empty, what do we need to do? We need to compare the values t of I and at t of I and the value at t of I dot parent, right? So when do you swap? You have to swap when the parent value is less than the value at I. So that's what we do. If t of, so what is the value at the parent? T of I dot parent. Understand? You look at the given vertex is I. We look at its parent. That's the index T of I dot parent. At that vertex, which is T of that dot key. This is the value. This value has to be greater than or equal to T of I dot key, right? For the heap property. So if it is less, then we will swap. So if this is less than T of I dot key, then we do this tree swap. Okay? The one that we just wrote. So we will do this tree swap. Tree swap is T, and what are the pointers? Well, we are giving the pointers U and V. So that is T of I dot parent. So that is, sorry, that is I and T of I dot parent. Okay, the vertex I and the vertex T of I dot pi. So let me just expand this a little bit so that things are clear. And this I have to reduce. But that's okay. Okay. Trace for T, but which values? The values at I and T of I dot pi. That's all. And if we keep doing this as long as the parent is not empty, right? So now once we do a flip, or whether we do a flip or not, we have to go above, right? We have to go above. So we have to change the point. Is that clear? We have to change the pointer. Okay. So now how do we stop this? We cannot do it for T of I, right? You understand? So the thing is, we'll have to save the value I at a certain position. So let P equal to I. Okay, just a temporary variable P. And now we will replace this with, we will do this for T of P, because I is something that is important for the outer loop for. So we cannot change its value. Okay, so we store this value in another pointer P, and we will now just change the pointer value for P. Okay, so now P, we will change it to P equal to T of P dot parent. From P, we go to the pointer of the parent. We have changed it, okay? Which means we are going up. So we go up, 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 and this will run as long as TP dot parent is not empty. And then it will end. The moment it is empty, it will end. So end. Is that okay? This is what we wanted to do at the ith vertex, but then we wanted to repeat it above, above, above. But then we cannot change the value of I, because I is important for this loop. So we store the value I in a different variable P, and then we keep changing P. The I value remains as it is. Is that okay? So that is what we do. This completes it for one value. And then what do we do? Well, we simply keep repeating these values. Okay, we simply keep repeating. So that's the end of it. So end for that completes the loop. At the end of this, the heap is complete. We have inserted all values from the array A, and for each of them we have done this heapifying thing. Okay, so this at the end of it is a binary tree with values from A with heap property. So this completes the build heap part of the algorithm, and then we will simply return this filled tree T. Okay, we return this filled tree. That's all. So that completes the build heap part of this algorithm. So again, what now remains is the final pop heapify thing. Okay. So once again, let's take a short break, and I'll do that in the next one. Okay.